Hey there, my name is Jane and I am Fannie Lou and Rosa's foster mom. Just wanted to record this quick little video to give you some information regarding these two girls. So I don't know the whole story on Fannie Lou and Rosa and how they were found. All I know is that the six of them, there were four others in this group, were found by animal control outside. No mother in sight. They were just a few weeks old and they were all very, very sick. So once they came into animal control, they all received medicine for upper respiratory infections, including conjunctivitis or pink eye. Once they arrived into my care, into foster care, I had medicine on hand for them for their pink eye, where occasionally it would reoccur. Since the six of them were all sharing the same space, it was really hard to kind of keep it in check. A couple of them would be great, and then you'd have flare-ups in another, and then they would be fine, and then you had flare-ups in another two. But every time they were treated with medicines, their symptoms cleared up. So one of our partner vets had suggested, given their history and their symptoms, that there was a small chance that they may have the feline viral rhinotracheitis virus, which is commonly known as feline herpes. But the test for that is pretty costly, and unfortunately, with six of them in my care, it wasn't something that the organization was able to pay for. So it was just a matter of treating their symptoms as they came up. And the longer they all stayed in my care, the less the symptoms reoccurred. And at one point, they were all doing great. So a little background on the word herpes. So this isn't the same herpes that's the sexually transmitted disease that is transmitted between humans. It's a feline herpes is actually an upper respiratory infection, which includes congestion of the nose, and more often than not, or most commonly, would be conjunctivitis, which is pink eye. So the virus is not transmissible to humans, and it's not transmissible to dogs. It's only passed to other cats. So about 80% of cats actually have the virus in their systems, but most go through life without ever developing any sort of symptoms. But for a few, unfortunately, this group of kittens, the virus, which lives in the nervous system, can be triggered by stress or illness. And obviously, given their situation that they were found in, they were pretty stressed out. Without a mom, I mean, they were probably starving at that point. So that was a pretty stressful situation that they were in. So it was no wonder that they were pretty sick. So the virus was most likely transferred to them by their mom, either through grooming or through the act of nursing. So um, the virus is only contagious to other cats, like I said, but it's only contagious when the virus is active. So when symptoms occur, the kind of swollen eye tissue, pink eye, and a possible, runny nose, that's when the virus is active and it's actively shedding. So the virus can be transmitted to other cats through shared food bowls, water bowls, toys, even grooming and playing with other cats. The incubation period normally lasts about 10 days. So it is during that time when the virus is actually being shed is when the mitigation process kind of needs to take effect. And that is just basic sanitizing. It's using sanitizing spray or wipes on any toys that you can't wash with water. You can put some toys even into the dishwasher with the food and water bowls and run the sanitize cycle. And any bedding or any soft toys can be put into the hottest cycle of the washing machine. So since the virus is triggered by illness and stress, it's important to provide them with a carefree and loving environment, which most cats have. I mean, they basically eat and play and sleep all day. So nutritious food and active playtime and lots of love is what Fannie and Rosa have been given in foster care, and that's why their symptoms have rarely reoccurred in the past couple of months. And when they do, they're pretty minor. Fannie will get the sneezes sometimes, and Rosa might have a little bit of watery eye on her left eye that I just clean off with a cotton ball. They aren't on any medication currently, and they haven't been for a few months. But if something does arise where they need some eye ointment, it's a medication that's routinely prescribed by a vet, and it's not very costly at all to get. So both of them have had their full vaccinations. The vaccinations that they receive, it's called a distemper or an FVRCP. And each of those letters actually stands for a different virus. And the FVR is the feline viral rhinotracheitis virus that they're vaccinated against. But since they were already exhibiting symptoms when they were found, unfortunately, it was a bit of an uphill battle for them to get the virus under control during the first few weeks of foster care. So it's super important that they're brought back to the vet every year for their yearly exam and their yearly booster shot of the virus. So although the virus has no cure, the vaccinations provide a level of mitigation. It can prevent the symptoms from really being too bad. So it's important to also know that even though there's no cure for the virus, that it's not fatal. Many cats that have the virus live long, happy lives. I encourage you to do more research online regarding the virus, but if you do, please use caution when looking at any pictures of cats with an active feline herpes virus. Unfortunately, what you're going to see is the worst of the worst. You're going to get pictures of feral or abandoned or stray cats who are living a sad, tough life on the streets. They have to survive. They're always on the search for food and a warm, dry place to sleep, trying to avoid predators, whether that be humans or other animals. And so since they're under a constant level of stress, and that's what the virus responds to, and they never receive any vaccinations, the virus just runs amok. So please keep that in mind when you are doing your own research and you're coming across pictures of cats online. So luckily we caught Fannie Lou and Rosa and their siblings in time, so they didn't have to experience this level of stress in their life. So even though they haven't officially been tested for the virus, we just want to be as transparent as possible about their future care. The virus, or the test for the virus is most accurate when the symptoms are present. So on one hand, we've been lucky that their symptoms haven't reoccurred in the past couple of months that we've had to deal with. But on the other hand, there's no sense in getting them tested for the virus if they don't have active symptoms. So we just wanted to give you that bit of information. Oh, and here's Rosa right here. She's been on my lap almost the whole time. Sweet girl. So about the kittens, Rosa, she's the most loyal, playful, and curious foster that I've ever fostered. She'll be your constant companion. She loves to chase hairbands. She loves helping to make the bed. She loves participating in family game night. Just protect all your little pieces for your games. And you can have conversations with her pretty much all day. She's a total chatterbox. Fannie Lou is so soft, so sweet. She's the sweetest little girl. She has this little tiny meow, and that when she opens her mouth to meow, sometimes no sound even comes out. It's just so delicate. So they're adorable girls. Given the possibility of them having this virus, we do recommend that they are adopted together. Obviously, they need a companion since they are so playful. But we do also recommend that they are brought into a home without any other cats in the home. Now, they can be around other cats as long as those other cats are vaccinated every year with their booster shots of their FVRCP or distemper shot. Again, there's no cure for the virus, but receiving those booster shots helps in mitigating any sort of symptoms. So that is something that would be your call to make if you want to introduce Fannie and Rosa into your home if you do have other cats. So just please keep that in mind if you're considering adopting these two. If you have any other questions or want to make an inquiry in meeting them, please submit an inquiry through Pet Finder, and one of the adoption experts will get back in touch with you. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.